Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and this is going to be my comparison video of the Marlin 795 and the Ruger 1022. Now, I apologize in advance, I'm kind of sick, so my voice probably sounds a little different. But anyway, this is, right now we're just comparing the two base models of each firearm. Both of these guns are probably two of the most popular 22 semi-automatic rifles on the market today. I would say that the Model 60 is probably more popular than than either one of these, I guess. It's been around longer than either one of them. They sold 11 million. The 1022 sold over 5 million, probably getting close to 6 million at this point. I have no idea how many of the 795s have been sold. The 795 is actually was originally the Model 70, which I guess came out in 1970, but I'm not really sure. It's basically a Model 60 with a detachable magazine and a synthetic stock. Back when it was the Model 70, you could get wood stocks and synthetic stocks, I guess. But nowadays they only come with synthetic stocks, and really there's only 3 different models of this that you can get, which is this model, which is just the 795. Then there's the 795. I want to say it's the SS for stainless steel, because it has a stainless steel barrel and receiver. And then there's the 70 PSS, which is also known as the Papoose, which is the takedown model, and it's stainless steel, which is what the SS stands for, and the P stands for Papoose, and the 70 comes from the original Model 70. But it's basically the same gun, just takedown and stainless steel. Okay, this rifle right here, the 1022, this is just the basic carbine 1022. It has an 18.5-inch barrel, and in this barrel there are 6 traditional grooves that I don't really know exactly what their rifling is called, but it has 6 grooves for the rifling, as opposed to the Marlin, who has they have micro groove rifling, which are shallower grooves, and they have 16 grooves. So more shallow grooves and a lot more. It supposedly adds to the accuracy, along with the thicker barrel. If you can tell, the 795 has a much thicker barrel. And by the way, let's do a safety check before we continue. See how thick that barrel is? And by the way, I'm not pointing this at my face, I'm pointing it at the camera. Okay. And let's do a safety check of the Ruger. Again, pointing this at the camera and not pointing it at my face. But you can see that the Marlin is just a little bit thicker, and that adds accuracy. So the Marlin has I don't know if I said this, it has an 18-inch barrel. The Model 60 has a 19-inch barrel. The 795 has an 18-inch barrel. And so it's just a half-inch shorter than the Ruger. And the overall length on both rifles is 37 inches. And now, in this particular case, with the wood stock, the Ruger weighs 5 pounds. I'm not sure how much any of the other like synthetic stock versions or just any other different models of the 1022 weigh. It depends on which model you get. I think they have a tactical model that's like the lightest model they have, but you can look that up. But the standard 1022 carbine with the wood stock is 5 pounds. The standard Marlin 795 with the synthetic stock is 4.5 pounds, which is pretty light, and when you pick it up you can definitely tell this is a very light gun. First time I shot it, or the first time I picked it up, I thought it was really light, and the first time I shot it, you know, obviously I thought it was light, but then me and my friend switched guns, and he had the Remington 597, and I picked that one up, and that one was a lot heavier. In fact, I think it was probably heavier than either one of these guns. But I could definitely tell a significant weight difference, and I really like the Marlin for that. I like a light gun. Anyway, let's see. Let's look at the magazines of these guns. Of course, the Marlin has both of these guns are 10 rounds. The Marlin comes with a nickel-plated 10-round magazine, and you can buy extras of these on Midway USA or J&G sales, and the price differs from where you get them. You might even be able to get them in like Bass Pro or Cabela's or something. I've seen like the blued magazines there. Of course, the blued, first, I guess, don't work in these because they say semi-automatics prior to 1988. But the nickel-plated ones will work in your 795 or 70 PSS, and they'll also work in the bolt actions. I have no idea why the blued ones only work in bolt actions. I do not have an answer for that. But anyway, as far as factory magazines, this is basically what you get. 10 rounds. And you can get 7 rounders, which is what the blued magazines are. And there's the nickel-plated 7-rounder as well, which comes with the 70 PSS. But you can get more 7-rounders as well. That's all that there is as far as factory magazines go. Supposedly they made like higher capacity magazines back in the day, like 20 rounds or 15 rounds. I have seen straight magazine like this on Gunbroker, I think, that was a 15-round magazine. You know, it came down to about there, and I don't know, I think that was kind of expensive because those are pretty rare. But you can get these Pro Mag magazines. They are 25 rounds. They got this for like $14 to $15 on Midway USA. I haven't used it yet. I'll do a couple videos with that, and check out my first impressions video of these. And the function tests and final thoughts videos are in the future, so check those out. Now the Ruger, of course, comes with a 10-round rotary magazine, and they also make 5-rounders and 1-rounders as well. I have no idea what the point of the 1-rounder is. Who buys a 1-round magazine? They say that it's for practice, but obviously for practice you could just put one round in your 10 round rotary magazine and save, I don't know, 20 bucks. One round magazine just seems pointless to me. But I guess people buy them. No idea why. But anyway, as far as rotary magazines go, you can get the 10 rounders, the 5 rounders, and the 1 rounder. Of course, you can also get the BX25 magazines, which are the factory 25 round magazines. And I don't have one of those yet. I will in the future. And I'll be sure to have those when I do my shooting videos with them, with the 1022. And there's also the BX25 times 2, which is just 2 BX25s like banana clipped together, but it's all one piece as opposed to 2. But there are also quite a few aftermarket options. You have Butler Creek hot lips and steel lips, which if you go with Butler Creek, I suggest the steel lips because they'll last longer. There were some Eagle magazines, which I don't think are being made anymore. There's like Ram Line. I think there's Tactical. It's either Tactical Innovations or Tactical Solutions. I don't know which one it is. I might annotate it, but if I don't, you can check it out with Nut and Fancy. There's also Pro Mag magazines. You know, Pro Mag. They make, I think, drum mags, but I haven't heard too many good reviews on that. I'll be honest. Pro Mag usually does not make very good magazines. The only reason I bought these is because I heard mostly good reviews and I've seen mostly good videos on them. So I thought I'd give them a shot for, $15 a magazine. That's not too terribly bad. But anyway, you have a lot more magazine options with the 1022. And while we're on that, we might as well just say that the 1022 has way more aftermarket parts than the 795. With the 795, there are a couple stock options that you can get, and there are some iron sight options too. Like there's these sights that kind of look like Mini 14 sights that you can put on there, and to replace these, and of course the Pro Mag magazines. With the 1022, you can literally build your own 1022 with all aftermarket parts. At least that's what I've heard. That you can get anything on this gun. You can get aftermarket. You can make a 1022, a complete 1022 without having a single factory part. So that's the advantage of the 1022. Now, let's see. Both of them have plastic polymer trigger guards, polymer triggers as well. The safety is right here on the Marlin, and the Marlin also has a last shot hold open. You just push it down, and here is the magazine release. You just push it back and pull the magazine out. Usually it's not that hard to do, but this is just kind of a weird angle. Now the Ruger also has a polymer trigger guard, and the safety is in front of the trigger instead of behind it. And here is your magazine release. You push it forward instead of pulling it back. And I definitely think I like the Ruger magazine release better. It's a little bit more durable, in my opinion. The Ruger has this kind of charging handle. It's thin and it's curved, whereas the Marlin has a cylindrical charging handle. They used to come like that, but now they come like this, and in my opinion, it's a better option. There's also obviously there's the last shot hold open, but you can do the old style of holding the bolt back, where you just push the handle in. With the Ruger, of course, you have to pull it back, push this down and release, and then pull it back again, push up to undo it. And that's really all I have to say. Oh, the sights are adjustable on both. Of course, you have this one, flip down, flip up sight, adjustable for windage and elevation with this little piece in there. And of course, the Marlin has the traditional type of rear sight, again adjustable for windage and elevation. And both have blade front sights. I think the Marlin did have a bead on it, but it broke off, which is not a big deal. The Ruger also has a bead on the front, which helps with contrasting colors. But I don't really think there is much more to say. The Marlin I got for $180, which honestly I overpaid. You shouldn't have to pay more than $150 for these brand new. I paid $180, but it is what it is. I paid $230 for this one. So traditionally, there is going to be like between a $50 and $100 difference between the two guns. Obviously, the Ruger is probably more well known. It's been around. I think it's been around longer than the 795, but the 795 definitely holds its own as far as accuracy and reliability. I personally have not had any real problems with this gun. First time I took it out, I had a couple ammo issues, but other than that, it has not malfunctioned, and it is very, very accurate and very reliable. And I definitely recommend this. Have not tried out the Ruger yet, but being a Ruger, it has to be quality, and they've sold over 5 million of these, and they've been selling for 50 years. So it has to be a quality gun. But obviously I'll do videos with it, shooting, just to show you guys the quality of the gun. Obviously I'll get more magazines. Obviously, I've said before that I will do a accuracy comparison, do a few videos with that, and do shooting videos with both of them just by themselves. And then you're probably wanting to know my recommendations so far. I recommend both of them, honestly. And honestly, it depends on how you want to use it. With the 795, you just get it if you want a cheap gun to plink around with. You're not going to do much aftermarket work on it. Or if you want like a hunting rifle where you don't need a scope, you just want to have a basic rifle and hunt with it with iron sights, I recommend the Marlin. With the Ruger, I recommend it because if you're the type of person who wants a quality rifle for hunting, you want a good plinker, something that you're going to maybe make into a project gun, switch out the stock, the barrel, just test out different things. I recommend the Ruger because of all the aftermarket parts you can get. Honestly, I like them both. I don't know that I would ever trade either one of them away. My Marlin's going to be my hunting rifle for like squirrels, rabbits, raccoons. You know, it's gonna be my small game hunting rifle. This one I just bought to have fun with. But of course I'll have fun with either one of them. So anyway, I personally think they're both guns, and I don't think you could lose with either one of them. That's just my opinion. Some people will say will be all for the Marlin or all for the Ruger. I say go for either one of them. But that's just me. Anyways, that's all I have for this video. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm RedneckMini14, and until next time, be safe.